So your boy's an actual fucking idiot, and his mic wasn't going when he recorded this video. So I'm just gonna talk over because there's no way I'm letting these clips go to waste. Here I'm just showing my build, showing what I'm using, saying that usually I don't use Surveillance and Ruin, but I don't have good perks. And the whole point of this video is, as the title says, to prove that Nurse is viable on console, because I don't understand why people say she's not. So here I am saying Blood Lodge English is pretty good map. You know, doing my thing. I remember one of the things I was complaining about in here is the fact that killers complain about Decisive Strike all the fucking time. And I get Decisive Strike in here, and I was mocking them. I almost said you will hear me mocking them, but you won't hear shit because I was not properly recording. Look at that, easy down. I remember constantly going, Nurse isn't viable on console. You can't use Nurse on console. You can't use her. These clips are going to prove that. I thought about re-recording, but I can't. These clips are so great. I'm not re-recording them. But also, I don't want to just bore you guys with uploading 2 random ass clips. I'm mad at myself right now. I'm very mad at myself. A couple topics that I hit in here though was that me coincidentally complaining that killers are the biggest killer mains are the biggest babies, the biggest complainers ever, and it's annoying. They complain about Decisive Strike. You know, they've got this hashtag killer rebellion going on because we don't like Decisive Strike. What? You guys are actually gonna be that petty? I've never, ever, actually that's not true. Very rarely have I ever had a game where Decisive Strike changed the tide, where Decisive Strike turned the tables, where Decisive Strike made me go from whooping their ass to now I just lost. If you're getting your ass whooped already, and they Decisive Strike you and you lose, you are already getting your ass whooped. In my honest opinion, Decisive Strike is not strong enough to change the entire game. Even if all 4 of them, if all 4 people are running Decisive Strike, it will not change the tide of the game. They're slugging. Why don't you slug? I'm venting too much. The whole point of this is for the Nurse, to show you can use Nurse on console. But and I'm gonna show you guys at the end of this. Coincidentally, I said in this game specifically that I've gotten a message before saying that I'm pretty much the best Nurse that this guy had seen on console. And then as I say that, the game ends. I'm waiting for the next game. I cut that out of the clips. And someone from this game, I think it was Who's the Obsession right now. He messaged me saying, like, great Nurse. I think I get Decisive Strike right here. I think this Jake Decisive Strikes me, and that's when I start venting about how Decisive Strike does not change the game. Nope. Did he already Decisive Strike me? Was I not paying attention? Maybe it's not the Jake. Maybe it wasn't the Jake. I think it was someone else. No, this Jake does not have Decisive Strike. I lied. Someone else has Decisive Strike. And believe 2 whole games. I'm an idiot, guys. If you unsubscribe, I don't blame you. But you're gonna miss this great Nurse content on console, which is quote unquote unplayable. As soon as I went to go edit these clips, and I heard no talking at all, I knew I fucked up. I knew I fucked up. Easy hits. Easy hits. That dead hard. Dead hard is Nurse's weakness. Man, oh man. But you know, if you're a good Nurse, dead hard means nothing to you. That right there was weird to me. I like backed up and then lunged forward. A lot of times in here, I remember right here saying like that Jake's on his last hook. He's being a little too cocky right now. But a lot of these I land right on the survivor and it confuses the shit out of me. I used to run the add-on that when you go through the person, it like that. Like I landed in him and it confused me. But I used to have the one where if you land like through the person, it makes them scream. Did it for the, I think you get extra blood points for it, and it's not like much. Like a lot of add-ons that killers have, you get extra blood points, but you like you have to sacrifice something, and it's usually not worth it. But they scream and they get extra blood points. That's not a bad thing that they scream. There's no downfall in that. As much as I want to promise this will never happen again, I cannot promise that. I think in my entire YouTube career, this is the second time I've done this. I think the other time I was playing something. I want to say it was either Outlast or Until Dawn. I played through that. There's an episode where I completely forgot to unmute my mic. Look at that. Look at those easy peasy blinks. But, well, for this one, I didn't even forget to... It's not that I forgot to unmute my mic. It's that PS4 is fucking dog shit when it comes to content creators, in my opinion. As in, I have, like, an actual mic, and then I have my headphones. And an old... I don't know how that hit. I thought she was behind the tires, and I hit her. And I realized the little trapper thing or whatever, the doll... I thought was her because it's the same color as her. And I hit her through the tire and I was like, alrighty then. But anyways, on my old videos I used my Astros. Oh, there we go. I got Decisive Strike, and then right here I was just being a fucking petty dumbass going, oh no, Decisive Strike. Decisive Strike changes the game. I'm gonna lose now because of Decisive Strike. And then I down here instantly and I started complaining more. You know, it's probably the best that you guys don't have to hear that. But my old videos, I used to use my Astros, and I was using the mic off there, which is why kind of recently my voice changed, because I went and bought an actual microphone now, a Samson, to be specific. I did some research, decided this is probably going to be the one I like the most, and I don't know what this girl right here was doing. I was just like, alright, let me just get my blinks up, and then I hit her. But now I have my headphones to hear through, obviously, that's what you use headphones for. And then I have another microphone that I use. But for whatever fucking reason, PlayStation sees my microphone as a headset option also. So if I plug in my headset, my A50s, I feel old saying headset, I feel like a boomer. When I plug in my 50s, and then I plug in my microphone after, it'll actually connect my microphone over my headset. Like, my microphone will be an input and an output, which fucking, excuse me? So I have to do this weird thing where I plug in my A50s, and I have to do this every fucking time I turn on my PlayStation, which is stupid. But I have to plug in, or when I turn on my PlayStation, it makes my A50s my input and my output. So I have to unplug my microphone, and then plug it back in. And there's an option that you can turn automatically changing your output off. So I turned that off. So when I unplug my microphone, plug it back in, my microphone is now my input, my headset are my output. And I forgot to do it this time. But since my microphone's plugged in, it's still got the little green dot saying it's recording, even when it's not. So I was thinking this whole time that's working. Did all my things, having a good time in these clips. Decide, alright, time to just edit this now. Look at the intro. It's me pointing around, not talking though. And I went, you fucking bitch. And I went in my settings, and sure enough, I fucked up. Could you imagine if I actually forgot to change it again and I've been talking to myself this whole time? I'm actually really nervous. That's what I'm doing now. Am I gonna check? No. If I did mess up, I'm telling you guys now, I'm just gonna upload this not recorded. No voice. This is a 21-minute video. There's a lot of talking I gotta do. I don't have to, but I'm going to. And this is just me saying like easy peasy, blah blah blah. Look at that. And I remember being like, oh, like most YouTubers, I'll go ahead and do 2 videos for you, or 2 games. Alright, and then Pelrose, again, I start off by saying it's not too bad of a map. For any map that has like grass or corn or whatever, sucks for nurse. I'm sure there's some people out there that are actually good. It doesn't hurt me too much. I remember hitting her right at the start and going again, you know me, easy peasy. But this game I'm gonna try not to talk too much. I don't know why I shouldn't throw that pallet down, but I'm gonna try not to talk too much, just out of, actually I do care that I'm not too fucking annoying for you guys. There's an AFK in this game. I remember. There's an AFK David. Well, I don't know if they're AFK, but they were AFK. They had crows, so I go to dig down and whatever, get them out of the game because that's annoying. And then they kill themselves. Why are people like that? I don't know. I make a mistake here. I should have committed to 1. I should have committed to this Nia, to be honest. But I saw the Kate healing, and I was like, okay, I want this Kate. I see her with nurses. Nia jukes the fuck out of me. And I shouldn't have. I should have committed to Nia, because Kate heals right before I get to her. And it fucked me over. Obviously, you know your boy, I still come back, but... what the hell's going on? Life. I knew that was life. That was life. But I remember going like, what the hell's going on over there? What's popping? And it hit me what it was. It's like, why are they letting that person go in the second state? Look at this. Why are you like that? Who hurt you? I don't know what that Nia thought she was doing. I think the David 4% is right here. Yeah, I think that David went to go kill himself, and he 4%ed instead. Just in case he wasn't pointing at the hook. I figured he was pointing like, oh, hook me, but I wanted to make sure, just in case he didn't 4%, that he wasn't pointing at that Nia. And then here it was just me being petty. I get a decisive strike, and again I started complaining. Oh, decisive strike, OP, me. You know, because killer mains and whatnot. Now, don't get me wrong when I say this. Survivor mains complain as well. But man, oh man. I've been playing Dead by Daylight since 2017. It's been like 2.5 years since I started playing this. I played it the October it came to console. And in my 2.5 years of playing Dead by Daylight, I've never heard survivors complain more than killers. If I had to, like, percentage-wise it on who complains more, that right there really fast cut me off. I was complaining that the developers swear there's no such thing as aim assist. But right there, I thought she was going to vault over the pallet, or like she's going to be by the pallet. So I went to do a 180 and hit the pallet, but like auto-correct, because that's what it is, or auto-aim, grabbed my screen and made me like aim towards her. But I don't even know what I was saying, my bad guys. Oh yeah, if I had it percentage-wise, who complains more in Dead by Daylight, I'd say it's 80-20. Killers 80, survivors 20% complain. From what I hear, 80% of the time it's the killers complaining. And they should cut it out. It's insane how much they complain. And I feel like the thing is, a lot of killers, actually not even that, I was gonna say a lot of killers have this moral high ground where like, oh, I don't want to slug, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But no, the people who are complaining are the people who do that. The people who complain are the people who slug and tunnel and this and that and defend those. It's just, I feel like you shouldn't main. You shouldn't killer main, you shouldn't survivor main. You should play 50-50. I don't know what this mirror's doing. Like, I'd say I wasn't that great. I started off playing mainly Survivor. But that's because I got this game with one of my friends who doesn't even play anymore. And I wouldn't say I was a Survivor main. It's just when I first started playing the game, I played Survivor because that's just, I don't know, that's what I did. And then when I finally started playing Killer and like playing them about equally, that's when I got fucking great at this game. And yeah, I'm gonna quote unquote toot my own horn. I think I'm fucking great at this game. You can't take that away from me, no matter what you guys say. And if you haters out there, my haters are my motivators. I heard this Kate working on the gen. She thought she was singing me, so I had to show her a little something for disrespecting me right there. Right here, I went to go swing, but I hit too late. But I get it anyways, you know. You know me. I didn't know Kate was dead there. I remember that. I also remember there saying that as much as you shouldn't, or you don't have to break pallets with nurse, I want them points. Again, no idea what this Nia was doing. And I also don't know how that didn't connect. I remember at one point, it was probably right here, but saying that like with nurse, things look like they don't connect that, or things don't connect that look like they should. Like, yeah, that was it. So that hit right there, I said did not look like I should have hit, but the hit before over on the bridge, that looked like that should have hit. And I decided to just chase her Bloodluster because I own this game, so I could fuck around now. And I was like, I'm gonna Bloodluster. I was gonna slug, but I decided since first of all, I heard the Yui on the boat working on the generator, so that's another motivation for me slugging. But I was like, since one of them killed themselves, so I'll go ahead and give her a chance. I won't slug. She didn't take that chance. Like, I don't know how that hit. That lunge was horrendously great. Hook her, kill her, and then I ended this video by saying that I never ever want to hear anyone say that Nurse is unplayable on console, because these two clips right here, these two games proved Nurse is definitely viable. You can play Nurse on console. I slaughtered these teams, and I'm rank 1. Even though rank 1 does not matter, rank does not matter in this game. A lot of you people out there still think it matters, so I'm a rank 1 Nurse, and I slaughtered these people in 2 games straight. These were 2 back-to-back games. If you want to believe it, believe it. If you don't, I don't give a shit less. These were 2 back-to-back games, and I slaughtered them. Nurse is playable on console. I want you guys to go out there, play Nurse, and get better. Get better than me at Nurse. Show me up. I want to see more Nurses. See you guys in the next video. Peace.